the trip the right way, and especially on the defensive end, the way you guys established that tone?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, in a perfect world, you would love to start a road trip like this, but it's bigger than that. For us, it's about not making any excuses about everything that's going on and focusing on improvement. We've had some good days, and this goes even to in Philly, of really just working on our identity and trying to get to that more consistently. And defensively, the guys were committed to more multiple efforts, tougher plays, finishing tougher with rebounds, loose balls, things of that nature. You just have to continue to build this until it really becomes habitual.
You've mentioned, I mean, it's been the heat wave forever. If a guy's not in the rotation, stay ready. The job Kendrick has done to keep himself ready. What can you say about that?
Well, K-Nun has an incredible competitive character. He really does. He has a grit and a perseverance to him. That not only do you have confidence that he'll be able to respond, with this kind of adversity, but you respect him so much that you're like really rooting for him and really, you really want it of him. It was great just to see all the work, that nobody else does. See, behind the scenes, he just grinds and works at it, every day, and then. We really needed it today. We needed playmaking. We needed scoring. They're a very good defense, and he really produced.
Thank you, Spo.
Next, we'll try Ira Winderman.
Sorry, Eric, I jumped in here late. This kind of win on a night when Jimmy's out and Tyler's out, you always talk a lot about next man up and other guys stepping up. So not only Kendrick, but Andre, especially with the deflections, defensively late in the game, Kelly filling the box score to help get you to the finish line. Can you sort of address a little bit how you always tell us that there's always someone else, and guys can step up to the moment. How heartening as a coach is it for you to see the other guys get their chance and seize the moment? Thank you.
Well, these are opportunities for your team to grow, get better, dealing with adversity without making excuses, and you're going to need a lot of contributions, to win on the road. And there were a lot of guys that put their fingerprints on this game, whether you notice it in the box score or not. I could go on down the line. Andre played 21 minutes, but it felt like he played 38 minutes, his impact in the fourth quarter defensively. And he just gives you another ball handler against their pressure. They can turn teams sideways with that speed and quickness. But we had multiple ball handlers. Even with Jimmy and Tyler out, and Andre's a big piece of that. I really thought Bam brought this great competitive spirit to this game, and it was almost as if he was willing it, and everybody was following. KO and he were, really glass eating and helping us finish possessions. But it took a lot of guys, contributing. Gabe had some really good, possessions defensively. And that's, what you have to do when you have guys out.
That zone defense tends to work best when guys are on a string and have done it together a lot. You had a lot of guys in that zone today who hadn't necessarily played the zone a lot together. What's that like to sort of, I don't want to say wing it, because I'm sure you practice it, but to throw them out there and to develop that chemistry like that with Gabe Vincent and other guys at the top who maybe aren't as familiar? Thank you.
It's irrelevant, what the scheme is, because our man defense was good, during the course of the game as well. It's more about building our habits of toughness and making multiple efforts defensively, regardless of whether we're in the two or not. And we have enough guys that have done that scheme, and the younger players have been working on it. more looking to whether we were committed to multiple efforts, and we had a lot more of those tonight.
Next, we have Anthony Chang.
Hey, Spo, going back to K-Nunn, I know he had the 28 points, but he also made some really nice reads, some nice passes tonight. How much has that aspect of his game kind of improved over the past year?
Well, he works on his quarterback reads every single day and watching film. You know, I love the kid. He's committed to this craft and getting better. You know, we had the ball in his hands quite a bit, and he was just keeping it, you know, fairly simple. And that's not necessarily an easy team to do it against because of their speed and quickness. And, you know, they can hurry you up a little bit.
All right, next we have Josh Moser with WSBN Channel 7.
Hey, Coach. Kind of used Tyler last year off the bench, would fill it up. Obviously, Kendrick doing the same tonight. But as a coach, how important is it to have a guy on the roster that you know can come off the bench and provide that scoring spark?
Yeah, we have a lot of scorers. Look, I'm not a math guy, so I don't know what percentage of our offense wasn't here tonight. But we have a lot of guys that, you know, can score 20 plus. For us to really, you know, play the way we're capable of it, more guys are threats and the ball is moving and you're sharing the game and it could be, you know, different guys, you know, on different nights, but this is just the way we're built, and this is the way the season is right now. Either you put your tail between your legs and you just feel sorry for yourself for how crazy it is, or as a competitor, you try to rise to the challenge and improve your team.
With having that much depth, what does that give you as a coach, knowing that you can use so many different pieces in so many ways?
Well, you need it, particularly in a year like this. I think that's pretty evident.
Thanks, Coach.
Okay.
Next we have Jason Fleming with the Florida Sun.
How you doing, Coach Spo?
Good.
You had 6 players in double figures tonight. You out-rebounded the Toronto Raptors by 5, 46-41. You guys shot 45% from the three-point line. It was a concerted effort without Butler and Harrell. Is the team gelling and getting its legs back after such a short layoff, or is this just a typical night in the NBA where mismatches?
Yeah, look, we got a road win. You know, we feel, you know, good that we got this win. We're not going to make it bigger than it is. We have a lot of guys that can contribute and play, but you know, you mentioned the rebounding. That had been an issue, or has been an issue for us, and guys have been really committed to checking that box. You know, so we're not getting annihilated on the glass, and you know, we've been a little bit better on that lately.
All right, that's it, Coach. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.